Okay, 7:30. Shall we start? Okay. Okay, hang on, let me get this up. All right. Hi everyone, welcome to our webinar tonight. Today's webinar is going to be a bit special because we are doing an interview style. Okay, so first we must do an audio and visual check as usual, right? Now, if you can see me, you can hear my screen, type great in the chat. Okay, if you can hear me, you can see me, type great in the chat so I know everything is working fine for you. Many familiar names. Dave, Victor, KK, Lai P, Lim. Awesome. Great. Okay. Before we begin, right, there's always a disclaimer that I must share. This interview is meant to be fully educational, all right? It is not meant to be a buy or sell call, okay? If you understood what I just said, type okay in the chat. Then we can begin, all right? Like, okay, great. Okay, And as usual, this interview is going to be interactive, so participate with me, all right? Send us your questions. Peng, Chien and I will try to answer them along the way. If we can't do that, we'll put it right at the end and we'll answer them at the end. All right, if that is all okay for you, type good. Then I know you are following me, all right? And good, Okay. Now, before I introduce Peng Chien to you, you can see his face already, but it's okay, it's okay. Before I introduce him to you guys, I would like to find out from you, are you already trading Forex, or actually you are exploring to trade Forex? Okay, so 3 groups of people. Type 1, if you are already trading Forex. 2, if you used to trade Forex. Okay, last time you trade Forex, now you pause for a while or you stop. Number 3, you have never traded Forex, but you are exploring, right? You are deciding whether you should trade Forex or not. So if you are number 1, type 1, you are trading Forex. If you used to trade Forex, type number 2. If you never trade Forex before, you are interested in trading Forex, type number 3. Okay, so Patrick, trading Forex. KK, Dave, Victor, looking to trade Forex, never trade before. Very good. You are all at the right place. Why? Because today we have a special guest with us. He's a very experienced Forex trader and dealer with Phillip. Okay. And he'll be sharing with you what it really takes to be a successful Forex trader. Is it really all about skills? Is it a mixture of mindset and skills? Is it purely about mindset? And we will understand his experiences, how he got to know and fall in love with trading Forex. All right, so please join me to welcome Peng Chien, right, by typing welcome PC in the chat.
Hi Ben, the honor is mine. Hi everyone, nice to meet all of you. My name is Peng Chien, and you guys can call me PC, short form. As introduced by Ben earlier, I've been active in this industry for about 4 years now, and I just hope my experience thus far will be insightful to all of you today.
Nice. This is our honor because PC is such a busy person, right? I had to book him way in advance. I had to seek approval because He says, no, I'm busy. I need to trade in a day. So PC, thank you for forking out, giving us your precious hours in the evening after your working hours. Alright.
Yeah, no worries. It's my absolute pleasure to be doing this.
PC, from the looks of it, you look like 18 years old. Are you sure you can trade Forex?
My Lila, I'm gonna hit the big three in the next couple of years already. We got 18 years old, 27 this year. Yeah.
Oh, I need to learn from you the secrets of maintaining such a youthful look. You are 27 years old and you began trading Forex at which age?
I started when 2017, 2018. So 22, 23, I think.
22, 23. Nice. What got you interested in trading Forex?
Wow, interested. Actually, it was a lot of factors. I think generally it was I actually have a story on what got me into trading. And then when I started trading, I just started out with Forex already. So I have a story on this. It's quite lengthy. Shall I go ahead and tell it?
Do you want to
It's a
story?
bit lengthy lah. So you all have to bear with me. Okay, so I mentioned right back in 2017, 2018, I was still serving my NS, right? And basically I was looking for more ways to generate income. I chanced upon a binary option app which allow users to sort of trade CFDs and OTC currency pairs. Basically, the platform had normal charts like you see on a platform, and then you have the option to like set your indicators as well. The key point of it, right? It had two main buttons on the side of the charts, namely buy and sell. So the platform allowed the use of to start with demo accounts, and I started out with it as well. So it being a binary trading app, right? With the buy and sell buttons right by the side of the charts, it felt a lot. It felt very similar to something else. Are you able to guess what it is? Y'all can type in the chat if y'all got quick fingers. If not, Ben, you wanna take a guess at what it's similar to?
Oh, buy and sell at the side. Oh, no idea, man.
Basically, binary option is like like yes, no, up, down. It's like basically you only get two options. That's why the term binary. So it basically felt a lot like gambling. For those of you that go casino or gamble, you know what I'm talking about lah. And similar to gambling, you don't really realize the consequences until you're sort of out of it. Seeing like how quick it was to make a couple of $100, I thought, trading so easy. So shortly after starting the demo account, right, I just funded the live account and started like trading with like no strategy or plan whatsoever. I was just basically entering positions based on gut feel, and baseless. I call it baseless pattern recognitions, not candlestick patterns. So with the wins that I had came the losses also. And similar to traders that approach the market without a trading plan, right? I found myself blowing up the account shortly after I funded it each time. As to those of you that are wondering like why didn't I stop, it was mainly because of the wins. They portrayed the potential for money to be made. Like making $500 under a minute was very hard to say no to. I mean, back then and now, so like $500 under a minute, who wouldn't snatch it up, right? But it sounds a lot like a gambling addiction, am I right? Basically this went on for months for me, and I would fund the account each time I got paid with like the money the government gives me, and just start trading when I had the free time. Some weeks were good. I could withdraw the profits that I made, but most of the times I would just I could just lose everything that I put in. At the start I could like lose it within a day. Let's say I found $50, $100. Within a day it's gone. But then back then I was I was already doing like my own risk management. I didn't even know, I was like after I started funding more, I was like, okay lah, max I risk $50 per trade lah, maybe $200 max loss per day, that kind of stuff, you know. But end of the day, the greed and fear always took over. So it was an endless cycle for me. And I think I actually lost track of how much money I actually put into account and lost. But there was this one incident that stuck with me. It's still etched in my mind to this day. So to give some background, right? Basically, the trading of the I said earlier, right? There's OTC currency pairs and there's CFD currency pairs. The OTC currency pairs, actually, the way of trading is slightly different than the CFD ones. The pairs basically provide profit range from like 75% to like 90%. I think 93% was the max if your trade is successful, and then basically 100% loss if it's unsuccessful. So for the pairs that were the profit ratios were above like 90%, right? Essentially, it's like doubling your money. The money, however much money that you risk in that position. The catch was that, right? You have to choose a time frame to trade in, and the time frame that you choose, you basically have to hold the position that you enter for that period of time. So, like for example, I wanted to buy long Euro USD for 1 minute. For that 1 minute, right, the position will be locked in. You cannot edit it. You cannot go in and set stop loss. You cannot close it out early and that kind of stuff. So basically, the level that you enter, right, at the end of 1 minute, whether it ends higher or lower determines whether you make that money. It sounds very dangerous lah, because it's just what it is. And one day, after like some smaller consecutive losses, I decided to I attempted to make everything back. I wanted to make everything back in one trade and more. So I entered a position $2,000 and I lost it within a minute like that. It was devastating for me back then. It doesn't sound like a lot, like compared to the horror stories you hear or you read or see about on YouTube, but back then in NS, I was drawing just slightly over 1K a month. So that loss hit me quite hard. It was basically like 2 months of my pay. So it woke me up from the cycle, and I took a break from the app. I went to reflect on the past year and decided enough was enough. If I wanted to excel in this industry, I had better take things seriously. So I started reading up, started watching YouTube videos on your trading basics and strategies. And I still continued trying my hand at Forex. The 2K loss was big, but it wasn't so big that it totally scared me away from Forex. So yeah, then 4 years later, here I am today.
Nice. Thank you for sharing with us your backstory and your whole journey. Guys, did you find that this journey of Peng Chien was difficult? If you found that it was difficult, it was trying, type yes in the chat. Yes, right? Losing $2,000, that is like maybe 2 months of your pay. Then we're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm serving NS. I have to paint. Did you have to paint your face green and black?
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to. I was the
2 months of
Cheongsua vocation.
going into the jungles, painting my face, and I get nothing out of it because I had to pay for this loss in Forex. Okay. Now, Peng Chien, how did you feel, and what did you feel as a beginner back then for when you were trading Forex? Did you feel extremely nervous before or after placing a trade?
No, actually, on the contrary, when I first placed the trade on the live account, right, I was quite excited. Just mainly because there was money involved, and having profited on the demo account before that, I thought, like replicating it on the live account would be just as easy.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm the polar opposite. I remember my first trade, and asking you that question, right? It reminded me of my first trade. It's like I did my first trade, right, in the Singapore stock market, I think in 2014 or 2015. And I was super nervous, man. I don't know how you got your calmness. Yeah, you need to share this with me, your secret, okay? My first trade in a Singapore stock market, you know what I did? I entered the same order twice without knowing it, It's like, oh my gosh, why did I buy like 800 shares of ABC company, and I bought the same 800 shares of ABC company again within a single, within maybe 10 seconds? Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. I do not want to own so many shares of ABC. And I quickly called, I quickly called my broker and said, hey, look, I accidentally bought ABC shares twice. Can you help me cancel like either one of the order? I just want to keep 800. I don't want 1,600. Guess what?
So it was like a panic sell that you didn't like realize it after a day or two. It was
Oh no, almost
you
immediately.
realized instantly.
Yeah, almost immediately. It's like I bought, then I bought again. It's like, oops, what did I do? I don't want to own so many shares of this company, Then my broker told me, then tough luck, man. There's nothing that I can do. I can't cancel your position. So you just have to take that 1,600 shares.
Wow.
Okay. Okay. Luckily, fortunately, I had the money to purchase the shares.
Wow, yeah, that would be quite troublesome.
Yeah. So maybe after this interview, I need to consult you already.
Hey, you can more than qualified now.
No. Please don't say that. Yeah. So you see, I allow my emotions to enter and to manifest themselves when I was taking the trade. Guys, did you face any kanchongness, any nervousness while you were placing your very first trade? If you did, type me in the chat. Nobody. You all felt, yes, I'm going to make money. You felt so confident and you just smashed the buy button. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, Lim, great. So now I know I'm not strange. Okay.
But end of the day, this kind of like confidence, nervousness, all these are end of the day, there's still emotions that people face, right? So
Yeah.
actually, handling your emotions while trading is one of the key pointers that I would like to address today. You face emotions, facing emotions while you trade is only human nature, but it is also the biggest enemy for majority of traders, both the aspiring and the pros. I mentioned in my story earlier, right, that greed and fear always took over, because greed is because people like fast money, huge profits. I saw I could make I had chance to make a couple $100 in a minute. So that is where the greed come in. I saw the chance to double my account, so I'm going to take the positions. For fear, right, it can be, for example, when the trader wants to enters a position, let's say a buy position, and then sets a take profit at a certain level, but the way up isn't just straight up. My goes like up and down a bit, up slowly, that kind of stuff. Then they start feeling the fear of losing out in the profits, and then they decide to close the trade early and miss out on their actual planned take profit level. So that is how fear can kick in. So I think end of the day, these emotions are ingrained into us as humans. So it is still up to us to discipline ourselves and not give in to these emotions, these two main emotions all the time. So yeah.
Nice. Thanks for shedding light into your thoughts and emotions. Yeah, humans, we always are filled with emotions. When you see a good sale, when you see a fanciful watch or fanciful fashion designer bag, when you see, wow, the candles moving up and down, you'll feel like, oi, this is getting exciting. Maybe I should get a piece of it now, not later, right? It is hardly ever later. More often than not, is now. So with that, how did you try to overcome this fear and greed while trading?
Actually, just to share first, it took me at least 2 years to separate my emotions from the trade itself, be it greed, fear, any other like form of emotions you face while trading. Or what I'll say is that it requires an underestimated amount of self-discipline, but once you are able to grasp it, right, you won't feel slave to it anymore. And I think that is one of the most important attributes that makes a successful trader. So yeah.
Great. So trading is a journey, right? You are bound to experience mountain high experiences and valley lows experiences. Sometimes you feel like you are a champion. Whatever you touch turns to gold. But sometimes you feel like, oh my gosh, am I even suitable? Am I even supposed to be a trader, right? Especially a Forex trader, when there are occasions where everything that you touch turns to dust. Can you share with us one experience, right? That one mountaintop experience and one valley low experience?
Mountaintop experience.
Something that really brought you immense joy, pride, gratification.
Actually, right, to be honest, I don't have a specific moment in mind to give you the answer to the mountaintop question. To me, as a day-to-day trader, being able to sit here right now talking to all of you about my trading journey, how I got here, that itself it gives me joy, because I have a passion for trading, and being able to do what I do day to day, being able to talk about it to all of you, it's been more than enough for me, I would say. That being said, right, I believe I speak for all traders, if not most of the traders, when I say that the joy you feel at like sort of that quoted mountaintop is when your trade that you plan, right, works out exactly in your favor. So yeah, I think that to me is pretty satisfying. Mountain low, awful moments. Wow, this one too too many to count. I would say the biggest one so far would be the one I mentioned in the story earlier, where I lost that 2K. But blowing up accounts after accounts can be pretty demoralizing. So end of the day, there cannot be success without failure. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel you, because before I really traded properly, I also blew up several accounts, or rather I blew up my account several times. So it's not about avoiding failures like what you shared just now. It is going through the failure, going through and emerging even stronger, knowing the lessons that you have gone through, getting them internalized, right? And practice whatever you have learned. Awesome sharing. Thank you, Peng Chien. Now, in these moments, the elevated moments and in the low moments of your life in trading, all right, were there people and opportunities that, were there people who supported you? And what were these opportunities that elevated you up all the way?
That's a good question. In the past 4 years or so, I joined actually multiple trading communities with lots and lots of aspiring traders, and I can say firsthand, having like-minded individuals around you with a healthy mindset really pushes you to want to do better, and that goes a long way. 4 years might not have been that long of a journey if you compare to like the pro traders. But I've seen extreme ends of how people are in this industry, what trading can do to people. But I don't want this webinar to take a dark turn, so maybe I won't go there. But all I'll say is that for those of you watching, right, surround yourself with those who have the same goal as you, people who share the same aspirations as you do, but also make sure that they have good hearts, like find people like Ben, and then your trading journey will be smooth and it will be one that you might be able to enjoy. So
Wow,
yeah.
Peng Chien, you sure know how to make me blush. Okay, it's not just my effort, okay? Talking about community, it is a team effort, right? Everybody has to chip in with accurate data, with the right information, sharing of mindset, sharing of their experiences, right? And because it's a team effort, I'm happy to let you guys know that my team and I, we have a Telegram channel, right? My team, okay, we are highly capable and experienced. We have been doing this Telegram channel for about 1.5 years now, right? We have grown it all the way. I'm not proud about the numbers, but I'm proud that you guys, right, are supporting us because you find value in this. All right. Oh, Peter is asking, how can I join? Wow, very good. Thank you so much, Peter. Okay. You'll get updates about the US market, right? Here we are talking about Netflix, Singapore market about STI. You also get economic data and news. And these are useful because these are the ones that will probably move the market, not any news. All right. And lastly, we also do reviews because you see, we have YouTube videos, webinars, and we do reviews. All right. So to answer your question, Peter, this is how you can join our Telegram channel. All right. We'll also conduct webinars. Every Friday we conduct Telegram live sessions, which are webinars, but we won't have it tomorrow, okay? Because I'm really conducting one for you right now. Okay, next Friday we'll have one. So if you are not in our Telegram channel yet, please scan and join us. We welcome you. We want to see you inside. All right. So I'll leave this QR code hanging for the next 20 seconds or so. Okay, now let's go back to topic. Peng Chien, how did you cope with that low moment, losing $2,000 in a trade? And what helped you to decide to come back even stronger?
Well, okay, so I believe like lots of people who face low moments in their life, not just with regards to trading, right? It's not something that was overcome overnight. With like morale boosts or discipline, instant discipline adjustments, that kind of stuff. It was actually only until a lot later from losing that 2K when I realized that I could have handled I just could have handled my risk and my mindset better, or rather, I was able to build my trading psychology that I have now because of what happened. The main point is traders need to learn to detach themselves from the emotional and monetary factor when it comes to trading, because if you have the self-discipline to instill that mindset into every trade, then you will become a much better trader. As for coming back stronger, I understand that morale might be something that is hard to tackle if you are just, let's say, if you are alone in all of this. So that is where your trading community and your buddies come in. Even if it's just one person to hold you back up, to remind you like, hey, look at this chart, look at this trade I made. It really does wonders. So yeah.
Thank you for sharing so openly. Yeah, it's not easy to go through such challenges. It's also not easy to receive and welcome help, because sometimes, I mean, I myself lah, all right, I don't know about the rest of you. I myself, sometimes I struggle. It's like maybe with a bit of pride and ego, right? I don't want to tell people, or I don't want to let people know that, hey, Ben is struggling, Ben is hurting. Can any of you please comfort me, encourage me, or please correct my bad behavior or bad or poor mentality, help to toughen me up. And I thank you for sharing so openly, because this is something personal to everyone. Not everybody will
Yeah,
be so.
no worries. Happy to share, actually. Really happy to share.
Yeah. And did you catch it? Peng Chien also shared that this overcoming the loss, being bold enough to seek for help, being open to learning, right? This is a skill set by itself, and this can be acquired over time and through endless reflections. I remember earlier, right? You say, oh, I sat down, I thought about it, I kept reflecting. These are critical things, critical ingredients in making anyone a successful Forex trader. Now, can you share with us, how did you acquire such powerful attributes? Was it through books, mentorship, courses? I don't know.
What the components to a successful Forex trader, right? How do I put this? Is general yet specific, because I'll be honest, I don't have a solid answer to tell you guys, but what I will say is that, right, there are multiple attributes that make up a successful trader, but these attributes, right, they are only discovered by the individual trader themselves. I could stay here and share my trading strategy, share my psychology, my risk management. I could tell you my entire trading plan, but I firmly believe that no one person trades exactly like another. Like, sure lah, you could spot the same setups if you have a similar strategy, but the minor differences, right, like your where you enter, where you exit, your risk to reward management, the greed, the fear you feel, the list just goes on. All these minor attributes, right, are what differs traders from one another. I guess what I'm trying to bring across is that the components that make up each successful trader, right, are unique to each individual. It is so if you would like to get to that end point, it's crucial that you embark on your trading journey on your own, rather than trying to copy strategies and stuff like that. So it's very similar to like how in life you need to find yourself. So as a trader, you would need to find your own trading style that suits you. So yeah.
Nice. What about two mistakes that a lot of Forex traders fall into, and that you wish that you had known earlier? This could be helpful to the
Two
audience.
mistakes.
Mm,
Okay. Okay, so maybe I'll give it from my point of view. When I looking back, when I started out, what mistakes I made. Maybe that will give some insights. First one was rushing into trades, basically. Being eager to catch every setup that there is. It's like the feeling of FOMO. It's like feeling of missing out for those of you that are unsure. You have to learn how to be okay with not being in a trade. This sort of like also leads to looking at the charts too much. When you are looking at the charts too much, right, you feel obliged to trade. So you should actually limit your time on your charts day to day to actually sort of like help you with this make lesser of this mistake, I would say. Second one, it is I think it's quite a huge thing with a lot of traders, which is revenge trading. It was exactly what I did with that $2,000 loss. I had smaller losses consecutively before that, and then I attempt to make it all back. I just want to make it all back in one trade. Things like that is like revenge trading, and basically it allows your emotions to take over. You are not really in that trading, that logical trading mindset anymore, just because you want to risk everything in an attempt to gain everything back. So yeah, I think this would be the main 2 to 3 ones.
Yeah. Did you show hand at that point of time?
Sorry, did I show hand?
Yeah, did you show hand at that point of time?
I didn't really. It wasn't just a one-time thing lah. So I didn't give up or anything. I just kept doing it again and again. It's a psychology that traders had sort of like faced with when they first start out. So yeah.
Nice. It's really great that you have identified that and you managed to overcome that. Now, Peng Chien, can you share with us, after going through so much, do you have a trading motto that our audience can hear and learn about?
Yes, I do. It's a short and sweet one actually. The motto is right. It is only a win if you follow your trading plan.
Wow, very cheap, man. Very profound. Can elaborate?
Basically, right. Every trader, you should have a trading plan. But the tough part, right, isn't actually constructing the trading plan. It is sticking to it. Let's say you took a trade, right? It results in profits, but you were unsure as to what the thought process was behind that trade. Would that trade really be counted as a win? For me, I don't count it as a win because you have to be able. Let's say you do make that trade and you are unsure as to how it came about. What made you decide to enter the trade? If I show you a screenshot of that chart, right, months later, right, sometime down the road, will you be able to spot and replicate the exact same trade? So that is where your strategy comes in, and then along with your risk management and your psychology of approaching the trade, and all these components, right, make up the trader's trading plan, which I believe all traders should follow, because it helps to keep the emotions out of the decision making, which in turn sort of minimizes the overall risk. Like, why is sticking to it the tougher part, right? That's because it requires, as I mentioned earlier, so an underestimated amount of self-discipline. Let's say you test out a strategy, right? Maybe got 50-60% win rate. Trust me, 50-60% is win rate is plenty if you have a solid risk to reward management. But let's say for some reason your setups didn't occur that week, will you deviate from your trading plan and just because you feel obliged to trade, or let's say your setups did not show up by your trades, or no, let's say your setups did show up and then your trades resulted in losses for an entire week, will you drop your current strategy and go looking for something with a supposed higher win rate? Of course, I'm not saying you cannot adjust and tweak your trading strategy, but they have to be done with purpose, not just because you know what, it didn't work for me this week, didn't work for me this month. So yeah, that's I feel like that is important.
Yes, Peng Chien, thank you for addressing this issue, because many traders, right, including myself, in the past, I used to hop from strategy to strategy, thinking that it is my strategy that's broken. But in fact, probably the issue is with my mentality, right? The issue is with my observation, with my bias. And at the same time, probably the strategy doesn't match the current market condition, but I need to understand that it is a accumulation of everything, not the strategy as a standalone. Most strategies work. It's how you apply them, when you apply them. Do you agree about that, Peng Chien?
Yes, you hit the nail on the head, Ben. It's exactly right.
Thank you, thank you. So thank you for sharing with us so in depth, and that really opens up the mind of me, right? To know what's really going through your mind as you plan for a trade, when you execute a trade, and post-trade analysis, right? Doing all this did actually result in increasing your proficiency, improving yourself. Now, one last question from me, Peng Chien. Can you
sure,
tell us your favorite Forex pair?
Okay, so I think I have actually traded almost every currency pair, like tried strategies with almost every currency pair. The major ones like your GU, EU,
What's
and
GU?
then
What's
your
EU?
Euro USD, GBP USD, your cross currency pairs like the less sort of popular ones like Euro GBP, GBP JPY. If I'm not wrong lah, like today, the more popular ones are the GBP USD, the gold even XAU USD. But my favorite one so far, right, is the one I've stuck with, is the volatile Euro USD. Mainly because the strategies that I backtested on it, right, it's fun to backtest with lah, I would say. So I ended up trading it as well. Yeah.
Looks like you really enjoy what you're doing.
I do.
Very serious trader here. Okay, thank you very much, Peng Chien. But please stay on the line. Now, guys, before we take a look at your questions, right? Or before I take a look at your questions, tell me, did you benefit from this interview? If you did, type benefit in the chat. Okay, I want to know whether in this interview is actually very beneficial for you. Okay, if not beneficial, next time I don't invite him already.
Oh no.
No lah, just joking, okay, Peng Chien.
Hey, no.
Okay, Patrick says his benefits. Lim also finds it beneficial. Peter, Dave,
thank you very
Victor.
much.
Awesome. Yeah. Now, if you really liked what you've heard, if you really like the content that my team and I have been generating, you know, to prepare content like this, right? It doesn't take a couple of days. It doesn't take a couple of hours. Actually, it takes a couple of weeks or even months. Why? Because to get an interviewee, right, I must go and ask people, you want to be interviewed or not? The interview is happening on this date. Are you available? This is going to be a topic. These are going to be the guests and so forth. So I'm very happy that my team and I managed to secure Peng Chien. So if you want more of such valuable, beneficial content, right, please support us by opening an account with my team and I. Okay. Now the codes that my team and I take care of starts with Q something. Okay, so it can be Q01, QQ, QD, TF, TF2, TH, and TQ. Therefore, if your code, right, starts with any of these, no need to scan, okay? No need to open an account with my team. But for the rest, all right, please support us by opening an account right now. And I'll leave this hanging for the next probably half a minute. Open the website and just put your phone aside first. Because I still have something special, something great to share with you. Peter, I already have account, I think. Let me check. Okay, before you check, right, you scan first. Scan ready, then you go back and check later. Okay? Victor, yes, I think you have an account with us. Yeah, I remember seeing your name in one of our email inboxes. Thank you for your support. So thank you so much for your support, Victor. Okay, can. Now, if you have any questions relating to your account, you don't know whether your account is under my team or not, drop me an email. Okay, state your Phillip account, state your name, so we know how to address you and we can contact you. Okay. Alternatively, you can call into our hotline 6812-1555. Okay, this one is not anti-gambling hotline. This one is not crime watch hotline. Okay, this is my team's hotline. Okay, 6812-1555. Peter, can I have your email? Yes, my email is on the screen. Can you see? qq_team@phillip.com.sg. Okay, I'll hang this page for a while I sip some water. Okay, can. So, Telegram link. Okay, let me show you here. Peter, you can scan the QR code on the screen to join our Telegram channel. That's where all the exciting and action is. Just join. Thank you so much, Peter. Okay. Next. Peter also asked, right? Can I use poems to trade Forex? Absolutely. And right now, to help you trade Forex, we have a promotion. All right. This promotion is valid until 29th of September. You can stand to make about, I think, 360 in total, but the breakdown is here. Okay, if you execute 8 Forex CFD trades, you can get $20 worth of CFD cash credits. 8 trades is very easy because when you buy, you sell, you buy, you sell, you buy, you sell, you buy, you sell, 8 trades. That means you just need to trade 4 times. Buy 4 and sell 4. Very simple. Okay, if you are more experienced, right? Just now, a couple of you said, hey, I've been trading Forex, a bit experienced. You can try to go for the 28 trades, because if you can perform 28 trades, right, you'll get $100 worth of CFD credits. Can? So take a photo of this slide because there's a QR code over there. Go check it out immediately after this webinar. Can? If can, type can in the chat. Can, Peter? Wow, steady. Our #1 supporter tonight. Victor also steady. Great. Great. Okay, now guys, it's your turn. We want to listen from you. Do you have a question for Peng Chien or for myself? Right? Type it in the chat. We'll stay here for the next 10 minutes or so and try to answer your questions.
Yep, anything under the sun, fire away.
Patrick, Telegram code again. I missed it. No problem. Here you go. Peter, how to make $1,000 a month? Wow. As in Forex trading or lobang? Forex. Peng Chien, do you have any idea?
It's a very broad-based question. The first things is you need to know how much you are trading, starting out with. Generally, 1K a month, you will need at least 5, low 5, I think maybe 10K should be enough. This is based on my risk to reward ratios. Generally, I like to, when I trade, I risk only about 0.5% to 1% of my account size. And I have a, yes, 15K is definitely okay. 15K, you risk 1% is about $150, right? You have a nice risk to reward of, let's say, 1:4. You risk 150. If you hit your take profit, you can make $600. So 1K a month should be easy if you have a good trading strategy, a good trading plan to follow up with however you trade. So yeah.
Yes, your capital, right? Your capital size is important. Then only you can talk about strategy lah, the trader himself, and the market condition. Because
Yes,
if
that's right.
your capital size is like 1,000 and you say, hey, Ben, Peng Chien, I want to make 1,000 per month. It's like you are asking to double your account in a month.
That's like me. That's like me. When I started.
And right? I mean, but how often can you do that, and how
Yeah, it's risky
probable?
lah. My advice is don't do it. Don't try it.
Yeah. So good question, Peter. Thank you for asking this fabulous question. Can try
And
demo
try
first and see how, right, Peter?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. The best way to, if you are new to Forex or trading in general, right, is the best way is to start with the demo account. Once you are able to grasp your style of trading, right, I would say it is also best to move out of the demo account. Don't stick to it just because you want to, you're scared of moving up. There's actually a difference when you trade a demo account and a live account. You don't really feel the monetary hit when you trade the demo account. Yeah, I said you have to try to keep your emotions out of trading. Yes, you have to feel the pain. You know, I should I say this? Let's say you're learning to play mahjong, right? You know you need to pay tutorial fee first, that kind of stuff. Then you sort of understand how to go about it. In trading, it is similar. I wouldn't say exactly the same. It is similar, but you need to manage your risks well. Don't be like me lah. One shot risk 2K, then 1 minute 2K lost in 1 minute Don't do that lah. So yeah.
Okay lah, maybe not mahjong lah. Just go to the wet market, right? If you ask me to buy a piece of fish, fresh one, oh, I also don't know how to choose, right? I ask the fishmonger, uncle, can you? I want to eat the freshest sea bass you have. Can you please sell one to me? He'll just take any random one and tell me, boy, this one very fresh. Just came out from the ocean, and I will naively believe him, right? Because I'm not the expert here. The fishmonger is a subject expert, so I will trust him. But if he chooses to deceive me, then that's just one time off. I won't do business with him anymore. And of course, I have to pay like a bit of tuition fees to understand that, oh, if the eye of the fish is red, it has been there for quite some time, not as fresh. Second, I must go very early in the morning, maybe 6 a.m., right? Before everybody's come and snatch the best of the best away from my hands. Yeah. So Peter, thank you so much for all your questions. Any last few questions, guys and girls?
Can I say anything at all?
Yeah, looks like you're enjoying the interview. So yeah, share with us your questions or share with us one thing that you have learned. Okay, let's wait for a while. Someone could be typing. Okay, then maybe Peng Chien, I ask you.
Yes, go ahead.
Besides Forex, do you trade any other things?
Yes, I've tried my hand at equities and indices as well. The the one thing I haven't touched is crypto lah. But for me the Forex market is volatile enough for me. In fact, is the most liquid market there is in the world. So for me that's enough. Like I heard crypto is even more volatile than that. But yeah. At the end of the day, I sort of came back to what I started out with, what I lost my money with, which is Forex. So yeah. What about yourself, Ben? What have you tried?
I do stocks. I did CFD, stocks, Singapore stocks, US stocks, CFD, both US and Singapore, ETFs. I've also done crypto. I've done a bit of Forex in the past. Maybe if you consider like I go to money changer, get some ringgit, Malaysia holiday. then yeah,
Okay.
I'm still practicing Forex trading. Then
Counted lah,
maybe
counted.
okay,
you go Raffles Place, the arcade there, they got one whole floor full of money changes. You need to go and compare which one better, right?
yeah, I must open my app and see, wow, today Singapore to Malaysia ringgit, how much first? If it's at the base, maybe I go and change. If it's right at the
Right,
top,
right,
yeah, maybe, Singapore strong, right? At the top, then I quickly go and change. If it's at the base, I wait for a few more days.
right.
Wow, Peter, level second level. Yeah, Peter also very familiar. Maybe he's a frequent
Yes, at the
Forex
arcade.
trader. Okay, I think I see two questions over here. The first one is
Yeah.
by Peter. Normally, what is the trading time? Evening open in Europe, nighttime in US. Even the market is open 24 hours.
Okay, a good question. So for Forex, right, there are three major trading sessions, or basically when they say Forex is open for 24 hours, right, it it's actually because of a consecutive number of sessions that are open. So like in the morning for us in Singapore time lah, in the morning about 5 a.m. Or so, right, the Sydney market opens, and then that overlaps with the one of the main ones, which is the Tokyo session. So that one's is for 6 to 7. Then it ends at about 1 to 2 p.m. Depending on whether there's the daylight savings time. Then before it closes, right, the London session also opens. It opens at about 2-3 p.m. overlaps, and then finally there's the US session at night. So generally, right, the Forex currency pairs usually move more during the London and the US opens. Asia, it does move sometimes as well, but you need to really go and spot for the days where it might move. So for me, back when I was actively trading Forex, I like to trade the London session because so sure. Singapore, I can wake up whatever time I want, do whatever I want, still have more than enough time to sit down at my computer, plan my trades, because the London session opens at 2-3 p.m. So it is actually a very good time. But if let's say you have full-time work, right? You end work at 6-7, you might want to look at the US session, where it's slightly more active also, and you can also time it to the US stock market open. So when the stock market opens, right, it affects the Forex market also. So yeah, you can look at these timings.
Okay, wonderful. Patrick is asking, do you use any indicators? Which indicators do you use?
Okay, as of now, right, I don't use as many as I used to use before. Last time I would have my moving averages, the same on the 10, 20, 50, 50, 100, 200, have the RSI up, all the stuff. But I actually moved away from trading with those indicators. It not that I don't believe in them. It's just that I found strategies that suit my style better. If the trading the MA, trading the RSI suits you, then yeah, sure, go ahead. So right now I'm using, I think I only have the volume indicator. That is a must to have, I would say. And then there's one a bit more cheap one lah. Maybe I don't go there today. But you can find it on the trading platforms. So yeah, you have to find what indicator suits your trading strategy. Yep.
And I think it is also important to know what that indicator is trying to tell you.
Yes.
Right? You can't have like, wow, so many moving averages when actually they are more or less telling you the same thing, just that across time frames or across duration. Yes. Okay.
So sorry, just what indicators are great use to trade, right? Sometimes too many indicators will actually be like have an adverse effect. Like last time I used to I said, right, set moving averages, set RSI. Then I will have my Bollinger Bands, the Fibonacci retracements and all that. End of the day, it becomes too much noise, and then you don't actually know, you get confused as to whether you should actually take the trade or not, because some indicators are saying this way, the other indicators are saying that way. So I would say you can use indicators, just minimize it. So yeah, so that you don't get too much noise. Next question. Volume, yes, you can have the volume indicator for Forex. You can find it on like the trading platforms.
Okay, guys, any last question before we let Peng Chien have a good night rest? Remember, it's very difficult for me to get him on board for this.
Yeah,
so,
no, I'll
any
be
last
happy to come
questions?
back anytime.
Put it out. Okay, if not, then let me share with you again. If you are not an account holder under my team, please scan the QR code and open an account with us. Shamin, maybe you can share the link in the chat box. All right. And of course, the promotion, right? Who doesn't want promotions? I did a survey with a few of my clients yesterday. They told me, Ben, there's something I want you to do a lot more. And I was thinking, what is it? Hey, please don't tell me my service is very bad, okay? I need to really improve on that. Or they say, Ben, I want you to do more promotions. Okay, so our marketing team knows that you guys love promotions and this is their hard work. So scan the QR code, take a look at it once we end this webinar. All right. Peter, you'll email us later. Ken, no problem. Do you have our email address? Let me show it to you here. Okay, take a screenshot. Send us your questions, or you can ring us up also. All right. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's such a pleasure and honor to have you here watching our webinar, attending our webinar, and participating with us. Thank you so much, Peng Chien, for availing yourself on a Thursday evening. You could have been in the gym, in the bar, at home resting, but you are here, you are spending this 1 good hour with us. So thank you, everybody. Let's thank Peng Chien also. All right, thank you.
Don't worry, I was supposed to head to the gym yesterday, the day before, the week before, the month before.
Oh,
So
it sounds like I haven't go for 1 month.
But yes, thank you, Ben. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. It was a pleasure to be sharing with all of you.
Okay, thank you, Patrick, Victor, Dave, Lim. All right, rest well. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Take care, everyone. Good night.